to the top. Can he place from our man Kenny up above? Get away now on the big screen. We'll go to 1 and 4. 1 and 4. We're going to show you just. Prizes, Nintendo hardware, software, underwear, outerwear, everywhere. Congratulations, guys. We get the prizes right behind you. And to my side, I have 2 winners. Wow. Very rarely, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to competition, do we see 1 million points plus from 2 guys. It happened tonight here in Seattle, Washington, with an incredible 1,113,000. It's our top seed tonight, Josh. Josh, you got some family in the crowd? Where's your mom, dad? Somebody out there?
Over there.
Come on up there. Come on up here, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, Jason, I'm sorry. Jason and John, there we go. Come on up here. Jason and John are friends over there. 4, 3, 2, 1, here we go! It's the final round tonight in the 1990 Nintendo World Championships. In the final round, could it be Justin? Could it be Josh? They're up on the big screen and they're racing at it. Here we go. Collecting 50 coins in Super Mario is what it's all about. Watch these identical screens as they come tearing out the same timing. Unbelievably close. We've never had a tie, but if anything was any closer than this, I have not yet seen it. Flashing there, but he makes it to the top as Justin inside the castle. Let's find out who builds up the most bonus points. Who's it going to be? Justin? Could it be Josh? Take a look. 28.
Down and come across and try to pick them up. They have to be very careful as they slide around those corners that they don't get into a tree and they don't get into a sign. They try to get up to a top speed of some 255 kilometers per hour. They'll try to maintain an average rate of speed of 200 kilometers per hour. They'll get down this road and the first one to 6,200 points.
Gosh, he's rolling down the road. 1,700 now, 1,800 and more. 1,900 now, 2,200. Unbelievable points coming in from Justin. Look at the race we got going. Both about 255 kilometers per hour. Had a little bit of traffic problems. It was Josh. A little nervous down the road as his car swerves back and forth dangerously close to the side of the road at times. He's using that power slide position to his advantage now at 230, 240, 255 kilometers per hour. Whoa! Heavy traffic indeed. He deals with it. 3,300 now. Here's Justin coming in. 33 now, 34 and more. 30 is possible in the final game of Tetris. 3,800 now, 3,900 from Josh. Slightly goes to Justin at this time after that crash from Josh down below a hill, and he's on the side of the road trying to make a shortcut. Gonna have to fix that flat tire. He's gonna drive to the pits, fix that tire, get back in the road. 4,400, it's anybody. Power slide, Justin Elstrom. Woo! Anything can happen around now. 5,700, he deserves a big round of applause when he... Pressure of competition could kick in, but could he pull it off in time? Yes, he opens up a lane, but it's too late. He's got a big window down below, and he's going to chip away. Josh Hill, Justin coming in now at 6,500. He has got a screen that he is chipping away on. Yes! He pulls off a Tetris Hill. His score jumps ahead 12,000. Isabella and Tetris Hill both matching scores. 12,011, 12,006. It doesn't get any closer or any tighter. Now less than 40 seconds of play. 12,008 is above the 13,000. Leaning over towards Justin, but over so slightly. Now as he comes up to that final screen, he's dropping it down for a double.
Oh, yes.
They're going for the short wins now. They're trying to pull off any... Jumping out! They get out in the last minutes of competition. Darren Kyle's crew is going to be unbelievably close. Woo! Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, just look at those scores.
That doesn't get any closer than that. No way it can.
This is competition at its very best. Josh Hill, come on up here, buddy. Woo! The first runner up tonight with his family. He's got all kinds of great prizes. Woo! Josh, excellent job, buddy. Ladies, this reads the best in Seattle in the 12 to 17-year-old age category. It goes to Justin Elstrom, ladies and gentlemen. Justin Elstrom. I'd like to thank a fantastic crew and an unbelievable audience in Seattle, Washington tonight. People like Joe Ness, my man Billy, and partner John Fame.
And right up here, the main voice of all Nintendo land, this is my buddy, Mr. Terry Lee Talk.
Good night, Seattle. God bless. Bye-bye. Drive safely.
Good night. Good night.
Oh, really? At MIT?
About
excellent.
3.5 years.
But I
Okay, now
travel a
talk
lot
to
for
me,
the show.
okay? And I
Right
need
when
you to give
school's
me.
out, we graduated the kids about
I've
2
been
years ago.
playing 3.5
So
years.
I'm free.
Okay, I've been playing
I
Nintendo
love
3.5 years.
I also love these
You're
other
not going to hear my
people.
question.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you that again. How long have you been
Physics
playing
undergrads.
in order for you to get
Some
this
math
good?
courses.
I've been playing Nintendo about 3.5 years.
Okay. And what skills do you think it takes to
No
play the
kidding.
game?
Yeah.
The skills it
yeah,
takes
gun
is
with
very good Tetris
done a lot of
skills
work
and very good hand and eye coordination.
Okay, now how many hours? You know, when you sit down to play, I mean, do you just get immersed in it and forget that you're playing?
I play about,
So you're-
I usually play about an hour to 2 hours at a time. And I just go, probably a couple of days a
Where are
week.
you guys based?
And what do you love about it?
It's fun and it kind of puts me in my own world and puts me in control.
Could you control it? Can you tell me a little bit more about that? Describe that.
I can do what I want in the game.
I travel the
You know,
world and I see the
Everything's doing what I want,
Go to
so
the Chesapeake.
Can you describe to me
I
the
just,
feeling when you're playing the game?
it's just
I
fun
haven't
and
been to Switzerland again.
there's nothing really else like
Is it also cool?
Well, what was it like being up there?
I was very nervous and I just went for it. So,
Now, have your parents ever said in the past that they thought you were playing too much, or?
yes, they don't want me to be up in my room. They want me to be out doing activities and,
Well, the cat's out of the
sports
bag.
and out with my friends and stuff. But I like
The
to
actual
play
interview
Nintendo
is
in
going to
my
be done
room. So
by
Now, what are you going to do with the
producer.
prize money that you just got today?
I am going
the
to
green,
buy a
the
computer.
love
Prize money. So I need another about $200. And I can buy it.
And then what are you going to do with that computer?
Do some of my schoolwork and mostly games.
Okay, great. Okay, now, Mom.
We would never ever do that.
So,
There you go.
how do you feel about this?
Gonna go in here. Oh, yeah, no matter.
So proud of him. I told him yesterday, he came on Friday and didn't have money enough to compete in the championship.
Hold on, I think I was blocking the shot. Okay. Do you need to be that far away? How do you feel today?
Just really proud of him. I really didn't put it past him. I figured he could do it. He came Friday and didn't have enough money to do the championships. And so I really encouraged him to come back yesterday and play. So Dad brought him down yesterday, and I guess he did real good. So made the finals. And
Now, obviously he's going to put this money to good use and buy a computer, but how did you feel about him playing the game in the past? Were you worried that he just played it too much, or I understand it's just what all kids love to do, so I don't know, did you have any concerns about it?
yeah, I guess I'm concerned because he's the type, he loves computers and Nintendo. He likes to kind of be reclusive, so I'm always encouraging him not to only do that, but to do other things too. But I think he's done a real good job this year balancing. He's been working on it, trying to balance it.
Okay. So what do you think of your son today?
Oh, I'm very proud of him. Very, very proud of him. We were all really excited that he won today, and couldn't be more surprised. We really didn't have any idea that he would go this far until he posted the highest score yesterday in his age group, and so today we felt he had a real good chance.
Do you play the game too?
I play a little bit, but it's harder, I feel, for an older person to start out doing it, because for one thing, you don't have the time to invest in the skills you need to become good at it, and it's tough when you have a son that's really good at it, because it constantly beats you. You can't ever win, so it gets kind of discouraging. He takes it easy on Dad every once in a while. Let's be honest.
Okay, thank you very, very much, and good luck in Atlanta.
Thanks.
Okay. And talk to Nick. Okay. 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 So Nick, you came all the way from Colorado to play this?
Yeah.
So sounds like your family really is behind you doing this.
Yeah.
So you must be a very gifted individual to be as young as you are and do as well as you did.
Yes.
Tell me what it felt like being up there. What did you feel inside? Were you nervous? Were you
Nervous.
So, but obviously you didn't let that bother you too much. So, how often do you practice at home?
Very often.
Tell me how many hours.
A couple hours.
A couple hours a day.
Maybe 5 or 6 hours.
What do you love about it?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, do you like doing it more than playing anything else? Like baseball or?
No.
No? All right.
Man, a few words.
Fam's phenomenal to me.
Well, he's been playing since he was 5.5, almost 6, and he's always had really good eye-hand coordination, and I think that's what it takes. And he has really good concentration skills. He just sits down and plays, and if he makes a mistake, he doesn't let it bother him. He just goes on. Like when he was up there, he crashed twice. He just went on, and he had some holes in his board for Tetris. Repaired it. Just went on.
See, as a parent, are you worried at all that this is something a kid shouldn't do?
Oh
too
no,
much of?
no! I support Nintendo all the way. I am not a Nintendo hater because it makes them not afraid of computers. It makes them have very good the eye-hand contact coordination, the spatial relations in Tetris. It's great. I think it's been really good for him.
So now, as a family, you're
We all play Nintendo.
You do?
Yeah, she doesn't like it that much. She thinks it hogs all of our time, but we love it.
But now, was this your first time coming to one of these things?
No, we went to one in St. Paul, Minnesota.
Oh, so this is somewhat professional, and that you were just going to play until he won. Is that?
Well, no, we decided we'd go to this one, and then when it came to Denver, go to the one in Denver. And he wanted a Game Boy. That's what he wanted. He kept going, I want a Game Boy. I want to win a Game Boy. So.
And I want a U-Force.
Yeah. The Florida is like the icing on the cake.
Oh, that's great. Well, good luck. Good luck. Do you have anything to add to this as a parent? How you feel about him playing, or the family playing, or?
Well, I love Nick having the opportunity to do competition, and real heavy competition. That's something that I've always been afraid of, and now he gets to do, a national event in this competition and gets to stand up in front of this many people with all those guys yelling and everything. I competed. I didn't get up on stage for the finals, but I was always shaking and, everything, but he seems to handle it no problem.
Really well.
So then
that's going to be great.
You're in a sense living vicariously a little bit through.
A little bit, but now I want to go to Portland. I want to. I came so close, so close. And I didn't think I'd do half that good, and I came so close. So, I should practice some more and go to Portland.
Well, the family that plays together is good.
That's right.
What is your first name?
Michelle.
Michelle and
Chris.
See, now I'm Michelle Mombre and he's Chris Weiler.
Okay.
And they're
all right.
inside native.
Chris, and your name? Eden. How's it feel to be a winner?
Pretty good. It's actually, yeah, it was incredible. As you see, I was yelling and screaming up on stage and everything. I came down and I thought, okay, I'll try. I'll see how I do. And this guy told me, it's not worth going if you aren't going to win. So I put in the extra effort and got it.
Now, do you go at everything you do with this kind of competitiveness, or?
You mean like with school and everything?
School and.
No, sadly, I should, but like with school, for a while I did not understand why we needed school, why I should have gone and all this, but then I kicked in at the end and I got okay grades. They're pretty good. B's.
So, tell me, was Nintendo, or has Nintendo been your life?
Not all of it, but a lot. Like I used to play it way more than I do now, but now more quality on it.
First game you played in 1981 was Donkey Kong by
That's
Nintendo.
Right. Yeah. So it started a long time ago, right? Gaming. So it's been a long time, almost 10 years. I've been playing games, but for fun, I started the competition at Guilford when I won my Nintendo, and then after that I said, hey, let's see what I can get out of it. So I've got quite a bit out of it now.
Would you aspire to be a game counselor?
Oh yeah, for sure. I've made a couple of games already. I do lots. Anything that has to do with Nintendo, I'll do something for it. I've run contests, I've entered contests, And I help kids, like around the block, we help them with games and stuff, tell them about stuff.
Now, but this is the farthest you've gone.
Oh yeah, this is by far the best. This is way more than expectations, would have ever been. This is incredible.
Now, how many hours have you, like, on an average, have you played the game?
How many hours have I put, like, in my life? Oh.
Is it countable?
I used to do about 2 or 3 hours a day for about a year. But let's say, oh my God, I used to play so much. Now, it's not like I get to play games over and over, and I do get to practice, but my games take a long time because I'm pretty good at them. So I don't get to play lots of games. My games just take a long time, and I catch on quickly. So I'm lucky, I guess. I a long time. I couldn't tell you how long I play.
What skills do you think it takes to be excellent?
Okay, you have to. First of all, you can't force yourself to like the game. You just have to naturally like the game. You have to tell yourself that you're good enough to do it. That's important. What else? I guess you have to have a brain that can see things from like all dimensions. You got to be able to see things quickly and use it to your advantage. Plunk, 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 yeah. You've got to be able to take a game and like for Super Mario's, you have to look and figure out the exact fastest way to do this, the fastest way to do that, the best way to do this. That's what I did, and it came out on top.
Now, what do you think, how could you apply this to future, like a career
well, with anything you do in life, I mean, if it makes decisions better for you or quicker, like if it makes you decide things quicker, it helps in school. It helps me in things like physics and chemistry a bit, math. It helps me think quicker and learn to manipulate ideas and stuff like that. In the future, I guess if I'm a game counselor, hey, I can help kids. But I'd like to make games. I'd really like to make some games. That's what I'd like to do. So I'll use it for that.
Great, fantastic. Well, congratulations.
Yeah, thank
Good
you.
luck in Florida.
All right, see you there.
Dad, you're up. Okay. Now.
You're in the light a little bit.
Okay. What is your first name?
Dieter.
You were very worried about him for a while. Tell me about
Lived
that.
under stress for 10 years at least. It all started with a ColecoVision game when they were very small, and then they graduated to Nintendo immediately. And I was always worried in terms of how much time was spent, because these games are so interesting. They can absorb you. They can absorb your life. And of course, like many other parents, I was worried about these kids being absorbed by these games and then failing to realize there are other things in life. And Eden seems to have come around all right in the last year. He's gotten a hold of his grades and he's made use of his full potential in terms of school and things. But I still worry for young people who can't get a perspective on these things and see how much time can be used playing Nintendo games and how much time must be used doing other things. But I'm not worried about Eden anymore. He's a young adult now, so I have to stop worrying about him. But there's Eric.
Then there's Eric. Do you play this game yourself?
No, never.
You don't?
No.
You should play Tetris.
He played art.
So, do you? But you're here. I mean, you obviously support him and.
Well, it was actually a chance. It was fate. My wife took the boys down, was it yesterday or the day before? Friday. And she's working tonight. She's a nurse. And so, of course, Dad has to do it, so Dad hopped in the car, and here we are. And I hadn't any idea that this is going to happen. But then when Eden told me he was in the semifinals, and he said, gee, I don't think I'm going to win. I said, Eden, there's no point in making the trip. You go down, you win. And it's my attitude in life. You don't do things unless you're going to do them at the very best of your ability.
So do you think that the skills that are required and the competitiveness, do you see it in a positive light now?
Or? Oh, yeah. One part of it I always have. I'm head of a science department at our local school. And so in terms of physics, chemistry, spatial perception, this is excellent stuff. Because when you're dealing with molecules and atoms, for example, you have to have this kind of skill to be able to see all sides. And I see this in these games. But like I said before, there's more. And you can't be doing this 100% of the 3 hours a day was a little too much, I thought. Yeah. It was starting to worry me. But yeah, there are definitely spin-offs, hand-to-eye coordination. The spatial perception, probably the most important of all. It's, I was surprised no female players were here.
There just doesn't seem to be a lot of females that get into it as much as men do. Do you think Nintendo's taking over the world?
Nah. It's one of these things that's it's one of these things that's very exciting for people. Taking over the world, no, perhaps taking over the video world. I think it's by far the strongest contender out there in terms of developing games and the excellence of games produced. Yeah.
Okay.
That's tough competition for the others.
Thank you, and I wish you the best of luck. Truly, it was a real pleasure.
Nice chatting with you.
Be there.
He teaches science.
He's a scientist.
Dad, Dad, Mr. Stam.